Good afternoon. So today we'll be discussing about all the shortlisted currencies or stocks or indexes or commodities for this week. So we have done a slight change. Instead of just discussing about Forex weekly setups, we decided to capture all the market and shortlisted uh, instruments for this week. So I'll start with Indian market, then I'll move to currencies and commodities as well. And first, we definitely will be starting with the index. So I'll be telling you for this week, as per the weekly analysis, or if weekly is an indecisive candlestick, then as per daily, what is the direction for this week, so that you can enter in your smaller time frames and accordingly trade along with the direction for the week. So it's a similar setup. It's just that we have included all the markets in one video itself. So starting with the Nifty Indian market, Nifty, the way the market has closed, though it's a bearish body, but if you notice here at the support, it got rejected as well. So this type of candlesticks, we call it as half body, half wick candlestick, which is again more like a, instead of indecision, you have to see that how the market has eventually closed by the end of the week. So if you will see daily, market was falling the entire week, but if you see on Friday, things turned, and from there, that's where there's a spike. Okay, and also where it has turned exactly at a 200 moving average, which is a strong support. So Nifty, I'm not saying it is bullish, it is bearish, but it will go down after doing the upside move. So today itself, if you notice, it opened with a gap up and eventually it has closed bullish. So it is expected to go up till the next resistance, which you can see here, which should be somewhere around this level, around this area from moving average till this level. Also, if I see a breakout pullback, so around the level where the breakout had happened, so this will be the entire area from where you can expect Nifty to, once you get a bearish candlestick confirmation around this area, you can expect the fall to happen. So always, like I said, support resistance, we look in the form of area. So that's why I'm not sticking to one fixed price. Around this area, you can see where the market reverses, and it gives you so daily should close like a bearish pin bar or a bearish engulfing. Once that happens, which means you need to shift from buying Nifty to selling. Currently, yes, it is bullish, no doubt about it. So if I draw a Fibonacci also, see again 50 to 61.8 is the range. You can see both the trend lines, one is coinciding with 50, the other one is coinciding with 61.8. So this is our resistance area is what you can say. So depending on how the candlestick closes around this area, we would be taking a call. So once you get a bearish candlestick confirmation, then you can switch. Till then, you can be on the buying side of Nifty for this week. So similar Bank Nifty also, yes, it has gone up because see from where it on Friday, it clearly indicated that Nifty should go up, and exactly same thing happened. So still it has a potential to go up. In this case, you can clearly draw a Fibo and you will have a better understanding. See around 38.2 is the first level. If it goes further up, then 61.8, but this level looks strong, 38.2, around the level of 22, you can say 22,283, around that level is a strong level of the resistance. So once market reaches there, how the candlestick forms, accordingly you can take a call. But tomorrow you can still be on the buying side of Nifty and Bank Nifty. So since on Friday itself it was confirmed that it's bullish, so today also I'm expecting, if you guys would have been technically trading, you would have been on the buying side of both the things. And since Nifty is indicating on the buy side, so some stocks are also strongly looking towards the buy side. So I'm not covering up all of them, but I've shortlisted 5 strong stocks which I would have an eye. And today itself they have moved well. So starting with Maruti. So first, we'll check the weekly time frame. See this moving average, it exactly. So market was falling down. So this was more like a pullback. So it is nothing but a breakout pullback setup. So see, market was falling down, doing the pullback, and around this level, this is a support level, and market is looking to go up from here. So it's a clear breakout pullback setup. And daily, we had a confirmation itself on Friday, and there was a 200 moving average right here itself, and it has gone up. So it still has a potential to go up at least till this level, and you can be on the buying side. So if you're holding Maruti buy, you can hold on very confidently at least till this level, And if you want to re-enter, you can go to smaller time frames, look for better pullbacks, and then you can enter in the market. So Escorts, this has clearly, so see if it is at its all-time price high, I was keeping this under the highest priority because it is just as it at its all-time high. So it will just keep going up. There's no previous resistance associated with it. Once this breakout happened, if you notice, this breakout happened after that pullback. So there were two breakouts. So if I have to analyze the entire chart, yeah. So one is this, I can extend, the more the area market gets tested, the stronger it becomes. So if you see, this was a resistance turned into support, and again a resistance, breakout happened, breakout of the previous highest resistance also happened, then the pullback happened, and then the market is clearly going up. So this I was bullish because see here also it was similar to breakout pullback. So this was a resistance, market did a breakout pullback. Today itself, a lot of movement has happened. I would say wait for pullback to re-enter again, but it is strongly bullish. If you're holding your stock, you can clearly hold on to it. So a better price to enter, I think in daily time frame, at least you can look to enter somewhere around this area. So it should retest the previous swing high. So somewhere around this area, if it does further pullbacks, somewhere around this area, which will be the next pullback level. So you should always trade level by level. So if it further does the major pullback or something, first pullback I'm expecting is still here. If it does further pullback, then next level will be somewhere around here to buy. So that accordingly you can check for the way the market movement happens. But and rather entering at the current price, it's at least you should wait for a proper pullback to happen. At least this much pullback is expected till here. Okay, so clearly on a bullish run, like very good stock and looking very, very strong. Fundamentally also it is very strong. Next is Eicher Motors is in my list. Reason being, see, very, very strong pin bar setup we have here. And also it's a very strong breakout pullback setup. So such setups I never prefer missing. And something like this, if you see, this is a resistance, breakout, pullback, and it looks to go up. If it breaks this high, then the next level it can go even more higher. So it clearly looks bullish. It's good time to invest also. It is a good investment tool. I mean, you can say instrument as well. So see, the difference is Escorts has already moved. It has moved a lot, right? And this one is giving you a good entry that the movement is still due. At least next move, what I will be looking at should be, yeah, that is my next move till 2735, a clear bullish run. Once this swing high breaks, so if you see, this is the horizontal line which market is getting tested again and again. Once this level breaks, then you will see next level to go up around this level of 2700. So this is good to invest as well. If it breaks further, then next level will be here. So you can trade level by level, first resistance, then second resistance. But it's a very good stock, at least first level and second level looks very clear. So a good stock to buy and to invest on this stock as well. Good time is there. Next is Titan. Titan, not for weekly purpose, but especially for daily. Weekly also, if you see, it is half body, half wick, but daily has a better confirmation in this. See this one. And where it formed is exactly at 200 moving average. So 200 moving average acts as a very strong support and resistance level. I use that a lot. So you can see here, you can draw your support and resistance levels accordingly. So, but this looks like a very strong resistance, and then now it is getting tested as support. It has already moved, so you can wait for some pullback and then capture till this swing. So it's not for very long term, I'm saying, but at least to capture a small movement with a good risk to reward, you can do that for this. But on priority, the above three looks stronger to me. And the last one, which is always everyone's favorite, which is Reliance. Reliance looks good to trade, and it is for the, you can say for long term also. So around this level, so you can get an entry also in this. So here, somewhere around this area is what we are expecting, because this has done the breakout. This is a pullback, so you can keep an eye on Reliance. As and when you get a good confirmation, Like for example, I'm expecting from here, see, it has done the pullback, then a spinning top candle closing above that, though a very small bullish candle, but it is more like a pullback settling down. And it looks to go up from here, and first target will be here. And if it exceeds further, it will be like escorts. The way it's just in a bullish run. So a very strong and a very good stock and good to buy. Just if, as per your strategy or confirmations, you can look to buy this stock and keep it with you. So these are the 5 strong stocks which I are looking bullish to me. And if you're trading in whichever markets, you can accordingly use that. But you can be at least bullish on these stocks, whether the cash market or the options or the futures. Technically, these stocks look strong. And yeah, that's about the Indian market. Now let me move to Forex market. So there I'll start with dollar index here. So dollar index, I'll open the weekly now. We can finally do the weekly analysis because the breakout has happened. And if you remember the last when we discussed in the video, we were saying that check the daily closing and see after it is exactly working. So if you remember, if you will see my previous chart, you will see we were always discussing about this channel, right? This channel did the breakout, pull back, and from there the market just went up. One was this resistance, as and when this also breakout, it was a clear cut buy, right? So currently also it looks to go up. I'm expecting the long-term target to reach till there. It looks like a impulse move, you can say. I'm expecting to market to go up. The way it has fallen, it has the same intensity to go up. So today market is doing a pullback, which is a good thing. Monday's market does the pullback, which is an obvious thing most of the time in currency market, forex market. So but currently, if you notice in the 4-hour time frame, it's trying to take the support. It looks like that the might be the pullback has complete. Why I'm saying might, because we don't have a candle confirmation, candle closing still. If this closes like a rejection on the upside, then it seems like the pullback has happened and you can continue to be on the buying side of dollar. So dollar is clearly bullish. It's just that it can do pullbacks, further pullbacks. So just wait for proper pullbacks to happen, as it's just Monday. Don't be in a hurry, don't be in a rush to enter the trades right away. Just wait for proper pullbacks to happen and then you can be on the buying side of dollar. So buying side of dollar gives a lot of clarity. Eventually it means that sell for gold. So if I open the weekly chart, see the last week candle itself is very bearish, and at least I'm expecting this to fall down till here because the intensity of the move is very strong. So at least we can expect gold to fall down around the price of 1750 to 1800. I'm expecting that fall, which is a very good major fall, which is expected. Gold is a sell, so silver automatically is a sell. So you can see the fall. Now currently the pullback, slight pullback, since dollar is doing the pullback, so gold, silver is also doing the pullback. But it is expected to fall a lot deeper. See, around till this level. So this is actually, you can see around a lot of fall is due, but be careful when you're trading silver. Just it's very volatile. Just enter at right prices. Always the risk to reward will be great. So that's about since dollar has such a good clarity, so all the major pairs are very clear and clean. Dollar bullish, euro USD sell. We can clearly see a very strong bearish candle close. I'm expecting it to fall first level till here. Right, this is the first support I'm expecting it to. If it breaks below, then the next level obviously is the next swing low. Same New Zealand everywhere. Since dollar, we have a strong bullish close everywhere. You will see it like this. New Zealand USD also a sell. GP USD also is a bearish candle, but if you notice, GP is not that weak in comparison to all other currency, which means GP in itself is not that weak. So which means GP is not weak in the equal intensity of Euro or New Zealand. So that would help you to trade cross pairs in the sense that you can be like Euro GBP as an altogether pair. Euro GP should be falling. Why? Because Euro is more weaker than GP and GP is looking strong, right? So Euro GP, a clear sell, the way the candle has closed. This one is forming, so I would not take a call on that. But it is clearly showing a downside move. Today itself, a lot of movement has happened. So if you notice, it did fell down now, just now it's just trying to do some pullback. but clearly it looks on the downside. See, swing, breakout, at least till here, which clearly shows that GP looks strong than Euro. Euro looks more weaker basically. And let's check AUD USD weekly. See again the bearish, strong bearish candlestick is what we have. USD CAD, we have a strong bullish candle. Looks to go further up at least till this level. Right, so it's very easy. I mean, like once dollar has a good clarity, but that does not mean you trade on all the dollar pairs. You need to diversify. Just trade on two strong dollar pairs. Like for example, out of all, I would not trade on GP USD just now. Rather, I'll give more priority to Euro USD, or let's say AUD USD. Which one currency weak, one currency strong. Here GBP is looking slightly stronger and dollar is anyway strong. So you would not see that intense fall like you will see in Euro USD or in the pairs which has inverse strength, right? So USD CHFC, see the intensity of going up. Why? Because dollar is strong, CHF is weak. That's why you see such movement. If both are strong, say dollar is more strong, that's why we have a bearish close. But intensity is not that much, right? You can clearly compare the candlesticks and see. So that ways you can get to know. So yeah, that's about dollar. Oil also, let's check. So oil weekly, not much movement again. Though there was some movement from last 3 weeks, but again, there's a slight spinning top, you can say, not even a spinning top, it's an inside bar. So if I check the daily close, so as it is at the resistance, you should be looking to sell, but not much momentum is there. It's more like also symmetrical. Basically, a breakout will happen and will confirm better. But since it's playing below 61.8, preference would be more towards selling. So that's about oil. So yeah, that's it. That's the analysis for this week. So shortlisted pairs in the sense Indian market, I've already told you clearly, and Forex market, dollar would be the main highlight. Be on the buying side of dollar, which means selling side of gold, and cross pairs you can accordingly trade. GBP looks strong comparatively, and JPY pairs we can check like Euro JPY. Let me check the weekly time frame. It is close bearish, previous week's candle. So though dollar is strong, that's why everything against dollar becomes weak. So that's why we are not checking the intensity. But GBP clearly, yeah. If you are trading, let's say something called something as a GBP AUD. So GBP AUD should be bullish, while GP strong, AUD weak. So see. But also if you notice, it has reached the resistance. So all these things, though the market has closed bullish, the candle is bullish, but it has reached the resistance. So you have to be careful of these. So at this price, it does not make sense to buy. If it breaks above, then you can buy. So if it breaks this level, then we would be bullish. Otherwise, we would let it be. Let's check GBP New Zealand. GP New Zealand is still looking better because it's playing above this level, right? But it is still not broken. So you have to be careful. You can go for daily closes here and accordingly take a call. But see, since GP is strong, New Zealand is weak, the candle closing is bullish. So that's how you can figure it out. But stick to major pairs. Try to pick up 2 or 3 best possible pairs. If you're trading with gold also, then take 2 major pairs and diversify your portfolio. This week my focus would be on dollar and also euro being weak, and also Indian markets, as we have already discussed it before. So I hope this video would be helpful for you to understand which stocks to trade this week, to focus on dollar this week, and since it's trending, so accordingly you can just shortlist your currencies or your stocks and you can trade accordingly. Thank you guys. Have a good trading week. We'll meet again next Monday with a fresh analysis. Thank you.